What's up, Anything Uncomfortable fam? Hope you're having a happy Friday and a great week. So today we're going to be looking into step 3 of diving into the uncomfortable. If you haven't watched the other videos, you can click the link in the top right corner of the screen, or also the links are going to be in the description. So without further ado, let's dive in. So congratulations, you've made it. You've approached the ledge, and now you're here ready to take the leap. But right before you do so, maybe you happen to look down, see the drop off, and your knees begin to shake. You tense up. The doubts and fears begin to creep in. The voices begin to swirl around your head. Maybe it's voice of your parents or of a professor, teacher, friends, or maybe even your own voice begins to creep in and just bring all these doubts and fears with it and make you question everything you're doing right now. And the worst part about these doubts and these fears is that they're actually practical. You know, they actually make sense. They are all fears that could happen. You know, to go back to the example I've used multiple times now, you could quit this corporate job and go to start this business, and maybe your fear is that it fails. And truthfully, it might. Like, it's very practical that could happen. You know, maybe your leap is to go to the gym and start working out more, but you're afraid people are going to judge you for your weight or because you're weak. Or maybe even your leap is just asking out a girl and you're terrified of rejection because you just can't go through that again. And the thing is, I mean, this is just a handful of examples out of millions, but these are all practical, right? Like, these are all things that very well could happen, but it's all perspective. You know what I mean? Like, it's all perspective. So yes, they're all things that could happen, but what about the reward behind them? While yes, they're all practical, maybe there's another side to them. Maybe your first business has to fail so that you can learn from that, and then through that you can create a new business that goes way further than the first business ever could have. Maybe you, just by going to the gym one time, you inspire another person to do that, and then another and another and another, and you just start this big chain reaction. You completely change so many people's lives, and you may not even know it. Maybe you ask a girl out, maybe she rejects you, but then later on down the road, maybe you find the girl of your dreams and you think, I'm so glad that never worked out. You know what I mean? And so, like, it's all perspective. And regardless, jumping off of a cliff is far from practical anyways, right? So, like, if you want a practical life, choose the practical doubts. If you want an extraordinary life, look towards the extraordinary reward. So look towards, you know what I mean? Like, look, it's risk versus reward here. Yeah, there's a risk. There's these practical fears that they all could happen. But you know that if you follow your heart and your intuition, you're gonna receive an amazing reward. And that amazing reward isn't even just success or money or whatever. It's happiness. That success is happiness from following what your heart wants and what you want. And that reward is far bigger and greater than any fear. So when we shift our perspective from, although they may feel big, the tiny size of these doubts to the just colossal rewards that are waiting for us if we just tune into ourselves and follow after our own intuition. So I just want to encourage you to stop looking down, because you aren't going that way. We're shooting for the stars. We're going past the moon, okay? Like, we're going up. We're trying to soar. We're not going down. Stop looking that way, right? So just, like, also want to encourage you, when you're feeling those doubts and those fears creep in, check where you're looking. You know, are you looking down or are you looking up? Do the best you can to shift your perspective towards how much greater things could be. Instead of asking, what if this and that goes wrong? Ask, what if this could even be so much greater than I can even imagine? So I guarantee you, it's going to turn out that way. Just keep sticking with it. I know the doubts and fears are scary, but I promise you, if you fight through them, it's going to be so worth it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please share it with other people so we can just keep encouraging others to be taking that leap and going after their dreams. Be on the lookout for a new blog post this coming Monday as we look into the fourth and final step, taking the leap. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this series. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I look forward to finishing this out with you guys. Keep at it. Have a great weekend. Not that we even know what day it is anymore. But yeah, have a good one. Thank you so much, guys.